Hi friends, welcome back to the channel. This video is going to be a very productive plan with me since I have a lot of things I have to do this month. I'm preparing for a conference in Germany in a month, which I'm really excited about, but there's just a lot I have to do until then, like preparing a poster and my results for that. So if you're in a busy season, I think you'll find some use out of this video, just how important it is to set like deadlines for yourself and trying to figure out what's the best way to get these things done. Also later in this video, I definitely want to share some beautiful stationery items I picked up from the Toronto Stationery Show. And I was very mindful about what I got, so I'll definitely be sharing some budgeting tips and some of the favorite things that I got from there. By the way, the stationery show in Toronto is just this big event, I think, that happens every year on, different vendors who, like artists and businesses who are also passionate about stationery and paper goods and fountain pens and stuff like that. So yeah, let's go ahead and get started. And sadly, I have to change my cover page soon, because it's November 3rd right now. And I don't want to decorate for Christmas just yet, but just have still kind of, preparation. I still will see how I want to decorate this page. And I think I'm going to keep this because my goals have kind of stayed the same. I definitely want to keep my thesis goals, like trying to do 2 to 3 hours of deep work a day, light work of 2 to 3 hours, which is just like admin and answering emails and stuff like that. Movement, so trying to give myself 10 to 30 minute walk a day. That's like my goal. And working out, I'm trying to do at least 3 times a week, and having that be like, a 30 or 1 hour workout is the goal. And I'm also trying to, put in time for creation and having like at least an hour or so to do editing, scripting, filming, stuff like that. And something that I'm really trying to work on is self-care because I feel like I'm in such a busy season of life right now, and I have to set times that I'm going to be just relaxing, and having this be at least 1 to 3 hours a day of actually relaxing and not thinking about work, which has been hard to do, unfortunately, being in a PhD program. But I'm working on it, and I think I'm getting a little bit better. Like this weekend, I was at the stationery show, which was so much fun. And yesterday I just took a day to just go to the bookstore and get coffee and do some shopping, which I never take a whole weekend off, which is really unfortunate. Normally I'll take 1 day off a week, but since I've been so busy, it's just something that I have to be mindful of and make sure I'm scheduling self-care, basically. And then I definitely want to do a new brain dump. So I normally have a sticky note here for all the brain dumps, but I found that it was getting really crowded really fast. So I got these notes I got these from Amazon, these inserts, which I'll share actually. So there was these to-do ones, which were really nice. There's also this gridded one that shows especially if you want to time track or daily notes, this is really nice. And then a monthly calendar, which I think is great as well. And normally I would just print out these inserts. These are from Sleepy Notes Club, all of these inserts where they have the goals and the wins. But I moved to a new place and I don't have a printer here, so I ordered these from Amazon, which is working for me right now. But yeah, maybe I'll get a printer in the future. But if you're also in the same situation, I would also recommend these inserts because it's really hard to find inserts for the pocket planner. So I'll definitely link those below. So yeah, I'm just gonna write down my to-dos for the week and mark down what I've done already here. Yeah, so here I just have like my thesis to-dos, and then here I also have like more specific research to-dos. So this is kind of like a broad to-do list, and this one's just like what I need to do specifically for like an analysis I'm working on. So yeah, I'll go ahead and do that now. So just finished the brain dump for the week. And yeah, so before I took out all the pages for October as well. And yeah, whatever I didn't finish, I just put on here for like my thesis to-dos. And then yeah, whatever I didn't do for the other one is research to-dos. And yeah, I still have to add these to this one, but I'm just thinking about some of these to-dos for later. Then I also have my email to do, and before I just put it in these like inboxes, but yeah, I'm just gonna test out this one just because I don't have a printer right now. Yeah, I like that you can put your goals and also your wins in here as well. So I may do that on a separate page and just add that on here so I can just plan that out real quick. So I just finished writing down my goals, and yeah, like I said, I have a conference this month. So I kind of wrote down every week of this month to see what I want to complete by that day. So I realized my cousin's wedding is coming up on the 23rd, so I definitely want to get things done before then, because also the poster is due on the 25th. So yeah, my goal is to complete my poster by the 21st, and then making sure I have like my figures done and everything so that I can just complete the poster after that. So yeah, that's the goal. And I also have to realize like I have to be realistic when it comes to like figuring out my analysis. And sometimes I set really big goals that is just like I feel like it doesn't have to be that complicated. So yeah, I feel like this kind of helps me be more intentional about my time to see, okay, this is my deadline for this week, and what can I do to accomplish that? So yeah, it's definitely, I'm mostly focusing on this for this month. So these are definitely my goals. And then I added my weekly pages from Filofax. And yeah, I just have to update my weekly. So yeah, I'm definitely gonna include my events here and like my to-dos for each day. Actually, before that, I'm actually gonna fill out this monthly page that I can put before this, so I have a clearer view of the month. So I just quickly wrote down all of the monthly things that I'm doing. So I signed up for a journal stationery club, which I'm really excited about. I've never gone to like, the first time I went to this stationery event was this past weekend at the Stationery Show. And they also, one of the sponsors has like journaling clubs every month people who also love stationery in Toronto, which is really exciting. And then my birthday is also coming up on the 14th. And I also have a lot of travel. I'm going to my cousin's wedding. Thanksgiving is coming up. And yeah, here I have travel to Germany. So I definitely want to get these things done this month and trying to prioritize my results for this conference and also for my research as well. So it's very exciting. I feel like this really helps motivate me, especially when I have a deadline to get these things done. And yeah, now I'll do my weekly in here. So I finished out my weekly, and yeah, I have a few meetings this week, and I'm just putting here, like, I have a meeting with my collaborator on Thursday, so I definitely want to prepare for that. So I put like slides for the joint meeting, and they're also helping me figure out my analysis. So trying to prepare everything so that we can kind of figure out what we want to do for the poster and also for the paper. And yeah, after that, I'll have to figure out what to do after this. So yeah, I just structure this as my to-dos and then my events in the middle. And yeah, I just put my chapter 2 goal that I said in the beginning, which is mostly looking at what kind of analysis we want to do. And then these are the pages for the rest of the month. And yeah, I've talked about this a lot already, so I'll just briefly chat about this. But basically, this is like my research section, and I also just like to leave this page open when I am feeling distracted or want to be checking my phone a lot. So whenever I have the urge to check my phone, I just write down the time and how I'm feeling and why I'm checking my phone. And then also I have like this distraction list of what I want to do instead of work if I'm feeling distracted. And this is something that I can go back to later, which I think it's helping me stay focused, because I know that my goal in this session is to work for a certain amount of hours, and this is something I can always return to later. So I think it's been helpful so far. And then here I just have my research notes, like research to-dos. And then I've been really liking this. So before, I think I had like just random notes that were kind of all over the place. And since I got like these new inserts that I talked about, this really helps me structure, like, for example, right now I'm using it like Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, like what I have been working on for that day. And so I want to put here like my weekly reflection, and also Friday I also worked, but I took these 2 days off. And just to have this as like a sort of like memory keeping, but also reminder of what I've been working on every week, because yeah, it's really nice to see this and see, okay, this is where I left off, or yeah, what I need to do next. And also just a reminder for myself that like I'm working really hard and I'm getting these things done. So this has been really useful for my case, and it really helps me stay motivated when, yeah, I feel like sometimes, especially in a PhD where it's such a big task that you have to do, and it's so hard to see the progress sometimes. So that's something that really helps. And yeah, I really like these inserts. And yeah, here I've just been doing like time tracking for these pages. Yeah, basically this is what they look like. So you have like your time here, and then you can put like the day, you can circle which one. And I just put like the date on there, and like my goals for the day. And this just helps me also see if I have like a really busy day going on. It's just really nice to help structure my day in terms of time tracking. So, and also I use it as a place for journaling sometimes as well. So yeah, that's like my time tracking / journal section. Here I just have like random to-dos, like when I did my digital declutter video, phone declutter. Here I'm just messing around with like what I want to do for my morning routine. So having a checklist for that, like, you know, I don't want to snooze in the morning, do my skincare, do a workout, journal, and plan my day. And this is how I normally have my morning routine. And I'm also experimenting with this too. And you guys have asked about this a little bit, which is the brain off hobbies and also brain on hobbies. So I definitely want to continue this, just because I'm trying to find alternatives instead of going on my phone for a brain off activity. So yeah, so far I have like journaling, coloring, decorating my planner, and cozy gaming. And I'll definitely be adding more to this list and exploring different kinds of hobbies. But since it is a busy month for me, I think I do have to prioritize my research right now. But I know I also have to schedule when I want to have self-care. So these are just some of the options that I'm doing right now. But I definitely want to explore other hobbies when it doesn't feel so overwhelming right now. And then here I have my gratitude list. I feel like I've been filling this out really well. And I also have my 1 line a day here. So yeah, here it's like one side of it is like my 1 line a day, and then the other side is my gratitude, which actually I haven't been doing well. So I need to fill that out for this month. And then here I just have like my journal entries. And yeah, I'm trying to journal every day, and this just makes it feel less overwhelming because it's just 1 page, and I feel like because of how small it is, it doesn't feel that overwhelming to me. And yeah, I still have my habit trackers, and I definitely want to include for this new month, I'm trying to do more workout classes. So yeah, that's something I feel like last month I didn't reach my goal as much, mostly because of like, life happens and you get busy. So this month I really want to prioritize going to the gym and moving regularly, because it's so easy during these busy seasons to just work at your desk all day, which it doesn't make you feel better. So I'm learning that, and I'm definitely trying to improve in that aspect. And then here I have my daily habits. And here I also have my weekly reset. So yeah, I've already filled these up, and yeah, I'm going to include these in here. So I also want to add these as, I just created these on Canva. So if you're interested, let me know. I can just have this as like a freebie because it's really easy to use. And yeah, you could definitely like change all of these daily habits, like whatever your daily habits are. And same with the weekly reset, like what are things that you want to get done every week. I typically do this on Sunday to try to plan out my week. And yeah, sometimes I get all the things done. Sometimes I just get a few things, but I think it really helps me keep everything on track. And then I also have like a little dopamine menu in the back too. So yeah, let me know if you guys are interested in these, and I can include them as like freebies. So yeah, this really helped me feel a lot better of this month, honestly, especially doing my November goals. And yeah, just structuring it as like what I want to accomplish every week instead of having like an entire goal for the month, I think makes more sense. And I definitely have to break these into different tasks as well, because there's so much that goes into one of these goals. So that's going to be my next step. So yeah, I hope that was helpful. Now I just quickly want to chat about the stationery show that I went to this past weekend. So I got a lot of nice goodies that I want to show you guys, and some of the local artists in Toronto that designed a lot of these. And yeah, this one is Nicole Josephine, which I've already used a lot of her artwork before. So like these pumpkins and everything, they're all from that she designed herself. And yeah, I really love her style of artwork. It just gives me like such cozy vibes. And yeah, I just think it's really cute. And let me show you other stickers I have from her. So here's some more that I've ordered from her before, not even knowing she was in Toronto. So it was really amazing to meet her in person. But yeah, it's just so cute. I love this like cottage and fairy design. See, I've used so many of her stickers already. I also really love this one because I study coral reefs, so love this ocean theme. This one's like camping theme. It's just so cute. So yeah, those are mostly from her. So I visited her booth and got these really nice stickers. Also a washi tape. This one looks really cute. I'm excited to use it. Also, let me show you some clips of the stationery show. So yeah, it was very crowded and a lot of people. It took a really long time to get inside. You can see the lineup was insane. It was totally worth it when we got inside, and there were so many different vendors and so many cute stickers, and it was just very exciting. One of the booths we went to, I love this one. Her name is Mood Doodles. Like, are you kidding? This is so cute. I love this little sticker pack. She also had like nostalgic stickers, which I love. Chunky Yoshi, I love this. Another one it's like Pokemon stickers. I think that's so cute. This is very nostalgic for me, if you can't tell. And also SpongeBob. I think that's amazing. So these are all from her. A Totoro as well. Hope you guys can see that okay. Yeah, so I got all of these from her. I definitely would check her out. I think these are such cute stickers, so I'm very excited to use them. And then, yeah, just random. I love like this bakery theme as well. I just love the food themes. So yeah, there were so many artists. I wish I could have bought everything from there, but yeah, it was already I had a budget. So I went in and I only brought cash. So I think I'm trying to be more responsible with my stationery purchases and just be mindful of consumption in general. So yeah, I had a budget and so whenever my cash just ran out, I was like, okay, that's all I can do, you know? And so that's what I did. And I highly recommend that if you get very excited about stationery as well. So yeah, I also got these from another booth, which I think this is so nice because I can use these it's really hard to like bookmark within my different sections. So this I'm definitely going to use. And then I've heard so much about the traveler's notebooks. So this is my first time using it. And this is like a sticker paper. So you can add like all of your stickers into this paper. And I like it because it's pocket sized and I can take my stickers on the go, which is really exciting. So I definitely feel better after sitting down and planning everything out. I know this month is going to be a very busy month, but I feel ready for it now and I feel more grounded because it felt like all of my thoughts were just in my head and trying to figure out when I'm going to get things done. It's really nice to see it on paper. And if you're planning your own month, I hope this inspired you to take a few minutes to slow down and also get organized. Thanks for spending this cozy, productive time with me, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.